And thank you for being here today. We have a good number of participants, and I want to say thank you, first of all, to the ECNV for inviting the Disability Law Center of Virginia to talk about pre-employment transition services and how to prepare those students for life after high school. My name is Lydia English, and I am an advocate here at the dlCV, which are the initials we will use from now on. So, bienvenidos. Thank you very much for having us as part of this series. One important part of this presentation is our legal disclaimer. I'm going to read it verbatim. This presentation is designed to provide general legal information and is not intended to provide legal services. This presentation does not create an attorney-client relationship with the Disability Law Center of Virginia, meaning I am not a lawyer. Beginning with all our presentations and information about pre-employment and vocational rehabilitation, we may ask ourselves, why it's important to understand your rights? Well, many people really, they want to work. They want to get new skills. They have some passions that they want to develop and they want to pursue. However, sometimes those individuals face a lot of barriers to employment, and vocational rehabilitation services provides help to navigate those employment and pre-employment transition services. They are there to assist the student and those ones that are looking for a job. Another thing important, why I have to understand my rights, because I should be part, or the student should be part of the planning. They are the ones that have more knowledge of what they want. They need to receive timely decisions. They need to be notified in writing if anything is going on or needed, or meetings, closing cases. They have the right to make a claim and ask for a decision to be reviewed. And overall, they need to be notified about dlCV, the program CAP that we manage, and that we will talk about it later on during the presentation. Starting with pre-employment transition, what are those services? Well, they are really services, we will call them Pre-ETS for short, that are available to those high schools since they are 14 years old. You don't need to be graduated to get these services. And they are to assist them in their transition to work or post-secondary education. Many of them want to go to technical schools, get associates, or get any education after high school. That is why they are in place. And these pre-ETS services have 5 cores, which are very important, and all the agencies and the services providers need to be aware of them. They include job exploration counseling, work-based learning experience, counseling on educational and training options, workplace readiness training, and self-advocacy instruction. Let me give you some short explanation about those core services. When we talk about job exploration counseling, it's about all those new skills that the student wants to explore, that want to learn, to see what are their interests and their motivation. On work-based learning experiences, there are new interests. They could find new pathways. They could use the workplace to gain experiences and to knowledge, learn some new skills. Telephone ringing. So they can put to work whatever they are learning in the school. And the counselors at the school, they are the ones that provide the guidance. They tell them about new options, what is there, what programs could be good for the students, and to make sure that they take advantage of all the possibilities that are there in the field for the students. They have to learn about college available, how to apply for be admitted not only for that, also for scholarships and so forth. And the workplace readiness training is those places that where they can practice, they can have, they could be apprentices, they go into vocational trainings and learn new independent social living skills. And when we talk about instruction in self-advocacy, it's not less important. The student, the individual is the one that really knows about their disability and whatever they need and what could be the direction of their life. So they are the one that their voice has to be heard. So we wonder, but where can they get the services? The services can start in any place, any educational settings, which include public schools, private schools, when they are homeschooling, juvenile justice centers, that is one of our big efforts. If they are detained, those programs continue being offered over there, and also the psychiatry residential treatment facilities. So they could be anywhere in the community, and there are two institutions that offer these programs and services, and they are DARS and the BVI. DARS is the Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services, and the BVI is the Department for the Blind and Vision Impaired. So the school will team with them, and they can refer you to any one of these institutes. So you can go into their website, please, and get more information about what kind of services and how to work with them. And remember, they start from age 14. Who are they? Those two institutions, these services include services and support the individual with disability that needs a job, that wants to keep a job and want to advance in their job. Those are important points here. So the BBVI provides pre-employment, pre-ETS, and the VR to individuals who are blind, vision impaired, any kind of disabilities, specifically DBVI for the vision impaired. The services include services like guidance, mobility, individuals that has vision impaired needs to learn some new technologies, and the support is to get a job again, keep a job, and or advance in their job. A person with a vision impaired and disability or deaf or hard of hearing, they also could be serviced for by the two agencies, the DARS and the BVI at the same time, if that is the case. So during a student senior year or their last year of school, the counselor from DARS or from the BVI should be speaking to them about all the services, speak to with the family about VR, vocational rehabilitation, and fill out an application and services. Usually we hear a lot that it doesn't happen. Well, you can refer yourself. That is when you call us, you contact us, please, and allow us to help you refer to these programs so the student could receive the assistance. The pre-employment transition continues until age 24. However, the vocational rehabilitation services, I want to emphasize that they are more specific relating to potential employment. That is when they are going to get more skills, get successfully employed, and they should have been employed at least 90 days before the services are terminated. And if the individual needs more assistance, they can always reopen a case. If you feel that the case has been closed too soon, please call us, the Disability Law Center of Virginia. I have not given your name, our number, and it is 804-225-2042. And we have a 1-800 number. Unfortunately, I don't know it by heart. And we have also a form in the internet. It's called Get Help, where you can contact us, let us know about the situation if you don't want to call us. I found it. It is 804-66. No, I didn't find it. I will give it to you at the end of the presentation. Then this is the point where we come here. What can we do for you? Remember, we are the organization that administrate CAP, the Client Assistance Program, which help the students and the individuals to get these services and to gain benefits, working skills, anything independent living after school. So if these pre-ETS services, your student is not receiving them, please call us. We are open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m., and especially Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have an advocate on call that could answer most of your questions, and if it's necessary and the situation calls for it, we will open a case of services right now for your students to get the pre-ETS. If you have a question about what is pre-ETS, I have not heard about it. My kids never have talked about it. Call us and we will be glad to give you some information about it, some clarification, and some answers to your questions. So we are here to advocate for you. Remember, our services are free. If the students are receiving services, but they are not satisfied with them, they really are not following the planning and the goals they worked for at the beginning, and they need more services, call us, call dlCV, and let us advocate on your student behalf. So let's say that the student is graduating and DARS or the BBI, whichever is the case, has not done an application for vocational rehabilitation services. That is a moment to contact us, request our assistance, and we will try to help you, beginning with a referral to those programs. Sometimes the school may mention it to the students, but the way the student hear it is like, you want to start on these programs, you will learn this and this and this, and they say, oh, no, I have enough with my classes. But really, they don't know the scope of the situation itself. So How can, let me see if I have jumped into a different page without telling you, no. That is the end of the part of pre-employment transition. That is a service offered to students 14 to 24 years old. Now we will talk about VR, vocational rehabilitation services. The part I mentioned, where they are focusing most on the getting a job, keeping a job, and advancing in it. The same organizations, DARS and the BBI, provide the Pre-ETS, provide the VR services. So what are VR services? Those are the services that can help the individual in different ways, but not only the ones I am mentioning here, there are many more. But we have job coaching services. Someone will be around with you and to learn, so you can learn the new field. Some vocational evaluations take place to see really what are your inclinations. Assistive technology assessment, that is the opportunity for you to get the equipment that may be needed, and to see how these departments can provide or help you obtain those instruments, those equipments. Independent living skills, social skills, how to do interviews, how to write your resume. All those parts are very important in getting a job. Orientation and mobility services, and much more. Remember, this is just a sample of them. How can you get the VR? And these are for adults. Again, the two organizations mentioned, they are the one that provides those services. And the vocational rehabilitation services providers, you can help really the individual understand how the Social Security benefits, for example, affect their work. And there is a big myth out there that you cannot work because you will lose your benefits. So they could do an analysis, financial analysis. And finally, VR providers, remember, you could assist them with financial support for post-secondary education. That is a pathway. They are available if they qualify, you have your evaluations for that, or training related to the employment goal of that individual. We are there to assist you on the way. If there is any miscommunication, many of them call here. I cannot contact my counselor. They don't answer my phone calls or my letters. I want to emphasize here, please, communication, do it in writing, and from them requested in writing. You are unhappy with the services they are providing to you, we can help navigate that situation just to make sure that you get the services you need and that is in the initial goal and planning. So if DARS or the BBI are trying to close your case, do you think they can just close it without telling you? They need to do this in writing and mention at the beginning. Even though if they are trying to close your case, sometimes we can advocate for you to keep it open, then to review it. So we are here to explain, to answer questions, and also help to explain policy. Now let's see what kind of information at least I have been able to offer you that you remember. And let's talk about assistive technology. Remember, those are equipments that make the individual conquer whatever they need and perform in better situation. They help them do their work. In the school are different, in work they are different. And VR can sometimes help to perform evaluation and see what I need, and they can sometimes help pay for what I need if it relates to work. That's the question. If you need assistive technologies, can VR sometimes help to perform the evaluations? So give me a thumb up or thumb down and see what do you think. True, that's correct. Thank you very much. We talk about assistive technologies and see how VR could also do evaluations, perform evaluations, and post-secondary education. Now we have to talk more about client assistance program. That is what we are. There we have brochures that you can call us, or we will be able to mail some packages to you. Take a look at them in our website. And they are there. They are funds that helps persons seeking information, applying for services, or receiving services from those two organizations I mentioned, and also from Center for Independent Living to get those services. That is our job, to advocate for you to get them. Let me show you very quickly some of our publications. You can go into www.dlCV. You can go into publication. We have a lot of material, and you can see the brochure. Let me go very quickly here. We have it in 6 different languages. Business program, how to contact us, what do we do or advocate for you, how can we help and ensure that you know your rights. And again, these are in different languages. We have it in Arabic, Vietnamese, Chinese, Spanish, English, and Korean. Those are the 6 languages more spoken in Virginia. So now I'm going to get out of there. So these are the brochures we can send to you, or you can print it from our website. The same, the other one link that we have here. So make sure that you visit our website and familiarize with the information we have there. Question: if VR is trying to close my case, there is nothing that I can do. I just let them close the case and I cannot appeal their decision, or I don't have anywhere to go. False. That's correct. Because we are here for you. Because you can call us and we will see how we can assist you and advocate for you. Remember, you have the application Get Help. Sometimes you don't want to call us, but initiate the contact, letting us know a bit about the situation. Here is the DARS website. You can find your local agency there or call us, the BBDI, and the Virginia Department for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. That is under this the BBI part. And they could receive also their services. And this is our website with our publications. Please connect with us. We are located in Richmond, but our services are statewide. Here is our toll-free 1-800-552-3962. Our phone number 804-225-2042. I have a desk number for 804-662-7115. And this is the Get Help form that I want you to familiarize with it and make sure that if you need it, use it. select language. Please, if you need any language, browse over here and you can get the assistance. We have a lot of information, really a good material. You can please sign to our newsletter and join us. Let us know what and how can we assist you. And let me go back to the help application because I lost it. Here it is. Get help. So please fill out this form, request services, some basic information, put your information there. We will try to contact you as soon as possible. And you give a very brief description of your situation. We appreciate you do that. Okay, so I close that part and stop sharing. So let's continue with our information. Remember, we have social media. We have Twitter, Facebook, newsletter, write to us. Do you want information? info@dlCV.org. Also, you can reach us through that many ways. And this is, I am here to assist you. If you need to contact me, again, 804-662-7115. My name is Lydia English. I am an advocate. And this is my email, lydia.english@dlcv.org. This is good information. I would like to entertain you with questions and answers to see how we can get more from dlCV and how we can really create awareness of our services over there within the community of individuals and students with disabilities.